Hey, recently I got sick kind of quickly. Last night after dinner, I took a walk out around my woods and I was admiring the goldenrod. And I reached over and grabbed some of the leaves, or no, the flowers, yellow flowers. I picked one that was kind of looked like it was getting dry. So I grabbed it, smelled it. Smelled like lemon. Oh, it smelled good. I didn't remember that ever happened to me before. Well, anyway, I rubbed it together in my hands, smelled it. Oh, it was great. So then I walked a little further, grabbed another one, rubbed it in my hand. Didn't smell like lemon. So I tried it, tried and tried. Still didn't smell like lemon. Only that one did. Well, then about an hour later, I started feeling kind of like I was getting a cold or something. And it was getting late. So later on, a couple hours later, I started feeling pretty bad. So I took a shower. It just didn't feel right, Felt like I was getting a cold. I thought, oh man, I don't need this. Anyway, after about an hour lying in bed trying to go to sleep, my sinuses were just draining into my throat. I couldn't sleep. I'd fall asleep and then wake back up all congested. At last I got up and tried to sleep in my chair. And I did that for a little bit, woke up and felt even worse. So in about half asleep, I went into my medicine cabinet, found some of this Claritin. I took one, laid back down in the chair, fell asleep, started feeling a little bit better, fell asleep. This morning I woke up, I felt quite a bit better. I still was a little congested. I'm still congested right now, but there's a reason for that, making this movie. So today I got to thinking about it. I thought, that doesn't make sense. So I went back out there. Yeah, I know. Go back to the scene of the crime. Started looking at all this, what I thought was goldenrod. And come to find out it is goldenrod. The leaves look like mare's tail, but so does goldenrod. So I kept looking and looking and looking and looking and looking and looking for that same plant. I couldn't find the exact same plant, but I did find a plant with the same flower with different leaves. So I've been looking it up online. And I've come to the conclusion that what I was smelling was a ragweed flower. And everybody knows ragweed can make you congested. But the chicken that I am, I did not rub it in my hands and smell it. But they grow right beside it. So here's a picture of what I was doing, just to give you a heads up that your first impression of a plant, even though it looks really close to the same, I wasn't looking at the leaves. I was looking at the pretty flowers. Just beware. Look at the leaves. A goldenrod has thin, very thin leaves. And this ragweed had the same flower, but it has wide leaves. So I'm going to put up a picture of the ragweed leaves. I couldn't find a ragweed with those leaves with the flowering, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. You decide. Here you go. Pretty flowers, huh? These are goldenrods. They're everywhere. Look at the leaves. Oh, but wait. That's not the same plant. The leaves. I'm not touching it. That, I believe, is ragweed. See the leaves? Look at the difference. I went along with my hand and pulled some of them off and crushed them in my hand. They smelled like lemon. These did not smell like lemon. I got very sick doing that. I crushed them in my hand and then I smelled them. Yeah, right up by my nose. Within an hour I was stuffed up, gagging. Ended up taking a allergy pill to get rid of it. So just note the difference. You're just walking along here nonchalantly, blah blah, touching the leaves and stuff, and then you grab that, and like a dummy you smell it. One of these smelled like lemon. The goldenrod or the ragweed. Don't confuse them. It's September here in Michigan. Have a night like I had. Couldn't sleep. Sinuses were running. I mean, it was, I'd say within 2 hours I was pretty sick. It lasted all night until I took that pill. So just beware. Nature can be pretty, but it can also be pretty mean.